Stages of development and developmental tasks. Developmental stage. Stage of development is an age period when certain needs, behaviors, experiences, and capabilities are common and different from other age periods. According to John Santorak, there are 8 stages of development: prenatal period, infancy, early childhood, middle and late childhood, adolescence, early adulthood, middle adulthood, and late adulthood. Prenatal. Development happens quickly during this stage. Tremendous growth from a single cell to an organism complete with brain and behavioral capabilities. This process is called gestation. Germinal stage. Starts within a weeks after the conception. Conception occurs when a sperm cell combines with an egg cell to form a zygote. Zygote begins to divide quickly. The resulting balls of cells moves along the mother's fallopian tube to the uterus. The ball cells start to become embedded in the wall of the uterus. This process is called implantation. Embryonic stage. Thus, from the end of the germicidal stage to 2 months after the conception, the developing ball of cell is called embryo. At the end of embryonic period, the embryo is about an inch long. In this stage, all of the major organs form and the embryo becomes very fragile. Fetal stage. Fetal stage lasts from 2 months after conception until birth. The fetus quickly grows as bones and muscle form and it begins to move inside the uterus. Organ system develops further and start to function. During the last 3 months, the brain increases rapidly in size, an insulating layer of fat forms under the skin, respiratory and digestive systems start to work independently. Infancy. In the first year, babies learn to focus their vision, reach out, explore, and learn about the things that are around them. Infancy is defined as the first year of life and is the period of the most rapid growth after birth. The baby's teeth start to come in usually about 6 months of age. The baby starts smiling, paying attention to the other people, and grabbing toys. The baby begins to making bubbling sounds. By the end of the first year, the baby is starting to say a few words such as mama and dada. The baby learns to sit, crawl, and stand. By the end of the first year, the baby may be starting to walk. Early childhood. Childhood begins after the baby's first birthday and continues until the teen years. Between 1 and 3 years of age, a child is called a toddler. During the toddler stage, growth is still fast, but not as fast as it was during infancy. The child even starts putting together words in simple sentences. By age of 3, most children can run and climb steps. They can hold crayons, scribble with them, they can also feed themselves and use the toilet. From age of 3 until the teens, growth is slower, but body also changes shape. Children continue to develop new motor skills. For example, many young children learn how to ride a tricycle and then a bike. By age of 6, children start losing their baby teeth. Their permanent teeth begin coming in to replace them. Middle childhood. Early childhood represents the period when young children reach developmental milestones that include emotional regulation and attachment. As they develop a motor gait, they also develop the ability to run, jump, and hop. Children of this age can participate in throwing and catching games with larger balls. Between 3 and 5 years of age, children continue to grow rapidly and begin to develop fine motor skills. By age 5, most children demonstrate fairly good control of pencils, crayons, and scissors. Gross motor accomplishment may include the ability to skip and balance on one foot. By the time the child is 5 years old, their arms will have stretched and their heads becoming smaller in proportion to the rest of their growing bodies. Late childhood. Body build affects both the height and weight of a child in late childhood. A child at this age is physically restless. Between ages 6 and 8, significant improvements in fine motor skills, hand-eye-hand coordination are noted. Between 10 and 12 years old of age, the frontal lobes become more developed and improvements in logic, planning, and memory are evident. Children begin to spend more time away from their family and spend more time in school and other activities. As they experience more of the world around them, children begin to develop their own identity. The bones harden, the height and weight increases at this stage, and there is improvement in a child's motor development, skill, and endurance. By the end of late childhood, writing becomes more legible, and writing style may also be more established. Adolescence. Adolescence is time for growth spurts and puberty changes. An adolescent may grow several inches in several months, followed by a period of very slow growth, then have another growth spurt. Changes with puberty may happen gradually, or several signs may become visible at the same time. Children who are entering adolescence are going through many changes: physically, intellectual, personality, and social development. Sexual and other physical maturation that happens during puberty is a result of hormonal changes. There are changes that happen, but they happen gradually and over a period of time rather than a single event. Early adulthood. In early adulthood, our physical abilities are at their peak, including muscle strength, reaction time, sensory abilities, and cardiac functioning. The aging process also begins during early adulthood and is characterized by changes in skin, vision, and reproductive capability. Developmental tasks at early adulthood. Achieving autonomy, trying to establish oneself as an independent person with a life of one's own. Establishing identity, more firmly establishing likes, dislikes, preferences, and philosophies. Developing emotional stability, becoming more stable emotionally, which is considered a sign of maturity. Finding intimacy, forming first close, long-term relationships. Yet, by the end of early adulthood, most of us will have accomplished the important developmental task of becoming more autonomous, taking care of ourselves and even others, committing to relations. Middle adulthood. Middle adulthood refers to period of the lifespan between young adulthood and old age. In middle adulthood, an important challenge is to develop a genuine concern for the welfare of future generations to continue to the world through family and work. Developmental tasks at middle adulthood. Lachman provides a comprehensive overview of the challenges facing midlife adults. These include losing parents and experiencing associated grief, launching children into their own lives, adjusting to home life without children, dealing with adult children who return to live at home, becoming grandparents, preparing for late adulthood, acting as caregivers for aging parents or spouses. Chronic health problems can become an issue along the disability or disease. Approximately 1 centimeter of height may be lost per decade. These changes are highly evident in the maturing relationships between growing or grown children and aging parents. Late adulthood. During late adulthood, the skin continues to lose elasticity, reaction time slows further, muscle strength and mobility diminishes, hearing and vision decline, and immune system weakens. Memory degenerates in old age, so older adults have a harder time remembering and attending to information. Many of the changes in the bodies and minds of older adults are due in part to a reduction in the size of the brain as well as loss of brain plasticity.